Okay. Let's do this again. Welcome to Metal Gear Solid Mobile. Keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times. Keep your hands on your phone. You don't want to throw it in the toilet by accident while you're playing this on a toilet, which I have not done, but you could do. Why am I starting the run like this? Oh, man. Toilet humor is a constant in Metal Gear anyways, so. I have slowly but surely been gathering information and stuff for the wiki for this game. There's still some more things to work out. That's why I haven't made a video of anything yet. The first thing I would make a video about is the zombie snake glitch, which we will not be seeing tonight, since I'm just doing Big Boss. I do feel that my any percent run can be improved with a better commander strategy. I think commander still has some room to improve, because I think you do want to use chaff on any percent. At first I was like, oh, it's just a Big Boss thing, but I think it would actually improve the, it improves how long the iframes last, which is a good thing. We didn't forget this time. I think if you hold left, he won't see you, and then there's no risk of getting HQ called. But if you go down early, he will see you. I'm not sure, though. I think there's the other factor is how well you move to the node in the first place, because that's going to affect it as well. I've played it on the phone screen, yes. Yeah, I've done it both ways. I've played it on the phone screen and AV. I prefer playing on my CRT naturally, but the phone display is honestly not that bad. Like, it's totally passable. You can play on the phone screen while outputting as well. I don't know why you would, but you could. Which is honestly kind of impressive that the phone can do that. Like, it can handle being output and still work on the display. Rather than it's just like, oh, you are only using the phone on the display, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, the screen has some ghosting, but I'm not surprised. It's a phone from 2007. You know, the screens that they were using back then were not like anywhere near what we use for phones these days. Even low-end phones have better screens. So he crawls into the vent two different ways depending on if you're on the left side or the right side. I have no idea which one's actually faster though. If you go on the left, he like goes in at a corner. If you go on the right, he goes straight in. I got it. That is actually, I'd say, harder than the movement on the first screen of the game. It's a similar thing, though. Except you can screw up and lean against the wall in the first room. You can't do that there. So yeah, switch to red to get through that little room. Oh, man. That's just RNG. Maybe if you're so fast, he shoots you. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is gonna work. Good, nice. Taking one shot is fine. It's not the end of the world. Start of this run is still very back heavy, even on Big Boss. The start of the run, there's not a whole lot to worry about. It's really just point A to point B. Remembering where all the codecs are. Have good menus. You know. Just basic stuff. Do the interference games well. Once you actually have to start worrying about your aim, you have to actually start aiming with the phone, and you get to the Nikita. That was good. And of course, the boss, commander, and the guard hallway. Like, that's the actual hard parts of the run, in my opinion. I say that, but I feel like that's pretty objective. So, like, in my opinion, just being nice about it, but I don't know how much debate there really would be. Like, no, man, first half is way harder. No, it isn't. By the design of the game, this half is easier. Difficulty curves. Who would have thunk it? Intruder alert. We're ahead. Ooh, so close to sub 9 on Big Boss. That's cool. It's not too different in the start. Just throwing more chaff. Nice shooting techs. So we're going to mash center. One thing I've also been doing, which is kind of weird, is using both the D-pad and the numpad to move. That way I'm not like crowding my thumbs at the top of my phone. Sounds strange, but it's actually fairly effective. It's the only one. For some reason, I'm thinking later. I mean, you can crowd your thumbs at the top. It's just, if you have large thumbs, it's going to be very hard. I think actually having like a 2-thumb setup, one above, one below, is probably the best thing for most people. But my fingers are fairly small, so it's not that big of a deal for me, personally. But if you have large hands, large thumbs, I would probably suggest doing something like this, not this. I'm calling myself Tex, even though I'm not from Texas. I'm encouraging myself. Positive reinforcement when I do well. You know how it is. Gotta be encouraging. That felt really good. That whole thing felt really good. Alright, I'm gonna use the Wiimote for a bit. Until restrooms. Restrooms. And then armory. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Mess hall. Or pass shapes us, says the game. What the heck? Held up? What the heck? That was a goofball move. So you can pick these chaff up earlier, but since you don't need to, I just pick them up now with the M9 ammo. Let's just reduce movement a little bit. Again, perfect timing. Delectable. Delicious. All right, phone time. You see that line? It's perfect. I don't know if you really need that M9 ammo, though. Probably not. Hey, everybody from Joe's stream. Welcome to Metal Gear Solid Mobile Madness. You have yet to actually get a big boss run, but we did learn stuff from my failures, because we didn't actually know if continues were not allowed. We knew 2 didn't work, and then 1 didn't work, so you cannot take any continues, you can't take any alerts, you can't take any kills. No rations. I don't know what the time requirement is, but it's not very important in a speedrun context. So it's not really on my to-do list personally. Like, well, how long can you take? Like, too long to matter. It's probably, honestly, you know, DSMon put 45 minutes. I think it's probably an hour. Or whatever the engage achievement is. Skipping cutscenes. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Skipping a bunch of codecs. Now we're doing the big boss backtrack. The big boss backtrack for the armory. Yeah, I skipped shooting like everyone. That is the only guard that I trank right now. Well, and I also trank this guard. Any guard that you cross twice, then I trank, because there's no reason to not do it. Also, this guy would definitely shoot you. This guy will probably shoot you if you throw a chaff. I mean, you could try it. Because you have to throw the chaff anyways, and that's the last thing you had equipped. So if I could, I would. I'm just a little bit worried about it. So I have a feeling he'd shoot me. Also, phone. Keep on forgetting. My menuing could probably be improved. Do a lot more menuing on the big boss run. Forgot to split for that. It's fine. But yeah, I would investigate whether... Yeah, see, I could do 2 taps up. 2 taps down. Chaff to SOCOM. Oh, it's the wrong door. It's always got to be something, right? This is going to be a deathless run, but I ran into Fusion Lab for no reason. Yeah, it's true. He would probably shoot. Well, is he going right? Which direction is he going when you're coming back? Because he was going up when I was approaching. So if he was going up when I was approaching like that, then... Could try tranking him once and then running. I don't know if that would help. No idea. I'd like to avoid tranking guards as much as possible. Not only to conserve ammo, but stopping in place is bad. The guard in the base main entrance, I don't see how you're not going to trank him. He's too much in the way. You can't really avoid him spotting you. Even if you're moving perfectly, he will spot you every time. And throwing a chaff for him is pointless because you have to cross him twice. So, not worth the effort. Okay, time for Nikita action. I'm gonna focus. This is honestly, like, so bad. It's not just getting the Nikita, it's using it. Like, this whole sequence. Ugh. Having to use the Nikita is so slow. Take a shortcut. Probably the other way. Just firing the Nikita there, that takes like, I don't know, 90 seconds. Alright. Surprised I lost time? Honestly, because I thought I flubbed the Nikita. Whatever. Really does not matter too much. You just want to blow this wall up as soon as possible, because now you're in an auto-scroller. Bottleneck. Really should call it a bottleneck. I mean, it is an auto-scroller of sorts, but... Oh yeah, I walked into the wrong room, right. I put that out of my mind so fast because I didn't want to think about it. Good point. Listen, the best way to deal with mistakes on speedrunning is to completely forget about them. I'm serious. Because if you dwell on your mistakes, it's poison. You should just move on. Well, that was good. That might be as good as it gets. Honestly. For the guard hallway. This fight, though, even if I do this well, I'm sure it's improvable. There's definitely some room for improvement with this fight. The main thing is just making Commander walk less, because that takes time. Oops. Commander. Here's Commander. See, he's standing still now. I actually want him to move, though, because... I think I do. Right, because if he moves, then... I think this is beneficial. I think he has to move back anyways for this cutscene to play. I'm not sure. I have to, like, make a save here to... Uh-oh. I screwed up. Patient. Time is going to be all kinds of whacked out now. You really don't want to be impatient with the double shot on the guard. See, I'm trying to, like... Again, I think he has to move back for this. Yeah. He has to return to the center to do this stuff. Ugh, see? Like, I mean, he's standing still, but I had to take shots for it. This is like, I feel like this is the ideal spot. I forgot to throw a shaft. Legitimately, this is going to be the, I think this is the hardest part of the run for Big Boss. Yes, there are ranks in this. You can't hide on behind that. I feel like that's the spot. Tony with the 2 months. Thank you, Tony. I took a shot, but I kept him in place. All right, we did it. Still a little sloppy on that fight, but improvable. How mobile? I think I just got record. Definitely RTA. 21-21. Woo, just barely. Whoa, that was very close. Well, nice. Big Boss world record, 21-21. Hot stuff. Man, my RTA is so much better. But my IGT is not better. Not as good. Weird. But GG, hey. We're improving the run. Nice. Very, very good. Shoutouts to DSmon. Because without DSmon, this wouldn't have been happening. Seriously.